Hello, the topic we are going to learn today is Roman numerals. Now, as you must have known, Roman numerals were started in Rome when they used letters instead of numbers. Today also, you might be seeing Roman numerals written on top of ancient buildings, monuments, also in some clocks and watches, also in the standards which you study. Now, the Romans used 7 letters to denote various numbers. Now, we'll just see which were the 7 letters. They used I to denote the number 1. Then they used V to denote the number 5. They used X to denote the number 10. They used L to denote the number 50. C to denote 100. D to denote 500. And M to denote 1000. Using these numbers, we can denote any number in Roman numeral. While writing Roman numerals, there are 3 rules which we should always remember. Point number 1, rule of repetition. In the rule of repetition, there are 2-3 things which we should always remember. First thing, that a number when repeated twice or thrice does get multiplied by that many number of times. For example, if I write X twice, it means 10 and 10 which get added to give you 20. At the same time, if I write X thrice, it gives 10 added 3 times to give you 30. So, now a number can only be repeated twice or thrice. This is point number 1. Point number 2, which we should always remember, is that I, X, C, M are the only letters which can be repeated, whereas the letters V, L and D can not be repeated. Now we come to rule number 2. Rule number 2 is the rule of addition. Now, in the rule of addition, there is this one thing which we should remember, that if the smaller number comes to the right hand side of the bigger number, then the number gets added. For example, if I write I, which means 1, on the right side of V, which means 5, then the numbers get added, so I get 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. The rule number 3 is rule of subtraction. In the rule of subtraction, it's exactly opposite to the rule of addition. That means, if I write a smaller number to the left hand side of the bigger number, the number gets subtracted. For example, if I write I, which is 1, on the left side of V, which means 5, I will get 5 minus 1, which means 4. So these are the 3 rules which we should always remember while writing Roman numerals. For example, if I want to write MDCXXIV, this number in a normal decimal number, how to convert it? Point number 1, we start decoding the letters. So this letter M means 1000. Letter D stands for 500. Letter C stands for 100. XX, if you try to understand XX, it means 10 plus 10, which we already discussed, will be 20. 1 or I coming before V means we will have to subtract. So therefore, IV is nothing but 4, and therefore the number becomes 1624. Thank you.